How's it going, guys? Bringle Platoon here, and welcome to another great game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. Today, I'm going to be in the Japanese Tier 10 Super Heavy, the Type 5 Heavy. Just got done playing the Type 4 Heavy today, unlocked this beast, and I'm going to do a little review on it, considering this is the first decent game I've had in this thing, and considering it only took me, 2 games to have a decent one. I'm gonna say this tank is pretty good. I know you can't really base how good a tank is on 2 games, but as of right now, that's what I'm gonna go with. Because it's got, let's go down the statistics here. On the Xbox One version of World of Tanks, hull armor is roughly 270 millimeters in the front, 160 in the sides, and 150 in the rear. That's for the hull armor. And here is the turret armor statistics. In the front it has 280, in the sides it has 210, and in the rear it still has a great value of 200 millimeters of protection. The Type 4 Heavy and the Type 5 Heavy have 2 different guns on them. It has initially the 14 centimeter gun, which has AP rounds and a high explosive round. It's got, for the regular penetration rounds, it's got 249 millimeters of penetration on average per shot, and, well, every shot. And it has 282 millimeters of penetration for the premium rounds. These are both AP rounds. For the high explosive rounds, you get like just roughly, I'm gonna say like 40, oh sorry, 70, really? 70, yep, 70 millimeters of penetration on the high explosive rounds. That's actually pretty fucking high. And then there's another gun that's called the, 15 centimeters. It has only 2 rounds of ammunition, one of them being high explosive, the first one that's automatically loaded into the tank. That's got 75 millimeters of penetration with a whopping alpha of 1100 damage on average per shot. And then it's got a weird, very high heat penetrating round, 334 millimeters of penetration with 750 damage alpha on average per shot. I totally fucked that sentence up. Anyway, those are all the statistics of it. As you can see, it's slow as shit. Its accuracy in this game, I'm actually using the 14 centimeter gun. It's probably obvious, but I felt for some reason to point it out. The accuracy for this thing is, I can't fucking find it on here. Yep, doesn't even say. Okay, accuracy is 0.5 for every 100 meters that you are, which is pretty ass. The accuracy is even worse for the 15 centimeter. I'm going to start using the 14 centimeter, as you can see in this replay. First game I had was the derp gun I used for the Type 4 Heavy, which I thought it was great considering you could still face, tier 7s, 8s, and your own tier. In those situations it was great, and in the same situations when you're facing tier 10s, because at least then you can pen heavily German tanks like the E75 and the E100 and the Moss, or Mouse as people like to call it. It's really called the Mouse, but I'm fucking American, so I just say Moss. I say how it looks, not how it's... I don't know. Maybe that's ignorant. Anyway, it was a good all-around derp gun, I would say, for the tier 9. But for the tier 10, you kind of need a little bit more DPM to go on. And this is a perfect example of that. Had like 5 tanks ahead of me a few minutes ago, and now they're all gone, except for this KV-4, and go fuck yourself. This thing's HP pool is very impressive, with a whopping 2,800, only 200 off of the Mouse's 3,000, which is the highest in the game. I said the accuracy was 0.5 for every 100 meters for the 14 centimeter on the tier 10 gun. And the reload time is 14 seconds, which is a lot better than the derp gun's reload, which is a whopping 20. And considering how inaccurate that is, putting into account that that premium round for the 334 penetration is heat, if you hit angled armor or anything with side skirts or spaced armor, it's not going to penetrate because heat kind of sucks like that. Really needed that to fucking hit that Death Star. But okay. I missed that. That probably cost me a ace tanker, but whatever. I get first class in this anyway, and I feel like the damage I blocked makes it all worth it. So, keeping this game, it's pretty fucking decent. Not anything extraordinary, but new tank, new game recorded. So, voila. But yeah, this thing's definitely a support tank. If a medium rushes you, you're probably going to die if you're not backed up against a corner. Or even if you are, because this tank's traverse is not very fast. Although its ground resistances are very good for how fucking gigantic this thing is. Kinda got lucky there. Not that it would have made a real difference. But yeah, don't go alone in this tank. If you are going to go alone, make sure you cannot get flanked. And just take it slow. Take your shots. Don't be afraid to use the 282 premium pen on this thing. Because for your accuracy values and your reload values, much like using the mouse, you need to pen every shot. And if you miss the weak point, then you need to have a little bit extra penetration, which we all know the Japanese premium or penetration values are ass anyway. So, yeah. Don't be afraid to dab that 2 key or A on Xbox's case, just to make sure you do the damage you need every 14 seconds. Loving the tank. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. I don't know. It's pretty good. And thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.